What's up, YouTube? So it has been a stupid busy week. I'm just gonna upload some on this video. You'll see some stuff I did Saturday. I got some footage for the sake of content, just hanging out with my buddy Clay. He's always busy. I'm always busy. So he was working on a truck that he bought for like a little more than $2,000. It was a King Ranch, and so we got some footage of that. And I got a little bit of footage of some things I've been doing this week. Uh, I had a water pump to change on a 97 Explorer with the 5.0. And Monday, I forgot the 36 millimeter wrench at the shop to take the fan clutch loose. So I did all I could Monday, went back Tuesday, put the water pump on, and the guy said, hey, while you're waiting for the stuff to dry, could you change my oil? I hadn't changed it in a year. I'm like, all right, cool. Drained the pan and took the oil filter off and noticed that it was way too difficult to come off. It didn't come off like 1,000 other oil filters I've ever changed. So I got it off. I looked at the oil filter tube, where it screws into the block. It was gauted up. So then I had to take it off, take it to the shop. I used a triangle file to fix the threads. I checked it 1,000 times before I left yesterday to put it on, but finally got that taken care of. And actually, while I was there, the fans on his Impala SS went out. I checked relays. I made sure there was fire going to the fans. It was. Fans are bad. Got to replace those. So basically what I'm going to do is I am going to upload at least once a week, and that's going to be on every Sunday. And I would like to upload during the week, and if I can, it'll be on either a Tuesday or a Thursday. I haven't really figured it out yet, but this week has just been so hectic. I'm still behind. I ordered head gaskets for the Tahoe that I am going to do the job for. Also, I'm going to take the old heads off of the motor that I'm going to build for myself and use on the Tahoe, and I have some new heads for my build. So that's the plans. I actually went to the shop today and tried to extract the exhaust studs that broke, but let's just get right into the footage. This Saturday, I also want to say that I'm doing a gender reveal party. Only way I can do a gender reveal party is do burnouts. So I'm excited about this weekend. That's probably going to be the highlight of my weekend. I know I'm going to be super busy. As a matter of fact, I have like yards to cut. I just got off my second job, and I still have work to do. I haven't even touched my vehicles yet. Also, I decided what I'm going to do with the E30. I'm going to take all the turbo stuff off of that other car, buy a new turbo, use all the piping, wiring, etc., put it on my NA car. It'll be turbo, and then I'll use the turbo chassis for my turbo LS build. So I'm super excited about that, just trying to find time. Also got a deal. I have a buddy, his truck's down, haven't been around to get to it, but he said that he has some cash and a 15-gallon compressor that he will give me if I fix his truck. And I don't have an air compressor. I want an air compressor, so I'm going to get on that job too as soon as possible. The 4Runner needs a tune-up. I need struts on this Tundra, and dude, I got so much work, including being a family man, being a husband and a father, working 40 hours a week and giving them the best that I have at work, then coming home, giving my wife and my child the best that I could be. It's my life has been really busy. I'm trying to slow down, but it seems like every time I try to slow down, it's just, hey, I need some work done, and I do work. So all right, guys, let's get into the footage. Love y'all. So I just said I ordered, head gaskets and whatever, and I pull up and bam, here they are. Whole top end, gasket kit, all that good stuff. I went with a budget one just because I don't plan on keeping the Tahoe long. Just, fix it, get rid of it. Got some head bolts, some gasket maker. I think it cost me like 80 bucks on Amazon, which I'm stoked about it. It comes with, intake gasket, head gaskets, bunch of other gaskets, valve cover gaskets, good stuff. So Whew, time to get to work. All right, YouTube. So first off, I just want to say thank you to everybody who supported me on my first video, gave me feedback in my messages and everything, man. Thank y'all so much, and thank you for believing in me or even being interested in me. Thank you for all, the positive things y'all said to me, man. Y'all are the people that, whenever people blow up, they're like, thank the people that's been there since the beginning, and that's you guys. So I just want to give a special thanks to you guys. But today, Hurricane Barry has come, and it is super wet. There's nothing I can do outside, so I was like, man, maybe, I'll start tearing this down. And I already started a little bit. Let me turn this camera around and I'll show y'all, and I'll give you a plan on, what I'm going to do to break it down. So I'm going to attempt to take this off. I didn't take it off with the belt. Don't know why. Didn't think about it until it was done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pipe wrench and I'm going to put it here. Get a big crescent and smoke this. This should come off. On the car, I don't believe I'm going to run power steering. I'm going to run an electric water pump. And I think that's probably going to be it. I want as much drag or as little drag as possible. And so I'm going to try to find a spot to hang the tripod, do a little filming. Also, I didn't really get to explain this shed situation. So this table right here, the weight bench, and that chair right there is not mine. It's the guy who I got the shed from. He just hadn't come by, but once he does, I'll have some more room to work in here. So y'all bear with me and let's get started. Alright, so what I did was I chalked it up down here, kind of balanced it against the harmonic balancer down there, and it's coming off. So obviously I'm going to run electric fans. If any of you guys have a good idea, I know like Taurus fans, Ford Taurus fans or whatever suck a lot of air. If y'all know any fan / radiator setups, make sure to message in the comments and let me know, because there's some things that concern me, about that. Is my cooling. I think I have fuel figured out. Just run a fuel cell, some fittings, and so on and so forth. I'm not sure if I want to run like an LS6 intake or a Trailblazer SS intake or something like that. I don't know if I want to cut the hood or tuck it and all that, but we're a long way from that. So, but y'all make sure to leave a comment and let me know what y'all think on fans and such. Alright, so I got the fan clutch off. I took the stuff for the throttle cables. I just cut them. I'm going to use that M60 throttle cable from my research. That's what you use on an E30 swap. I'm go ahead and taking the throttle body off. Got a couple lines that run to it. I'll get that off. I started to unplug some things on the top here, get this loose. And basically what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to clean up some of the wiring first, get it out the way. See, I got my fuse box and stuff just sitting here. And then I'll literally start from the top until I get to bare block. And that's my plan. And so my GoPro is dead, or I would like have a chest mount or a head mount to kind of show y'all exactly what I'm doing. And I've tried to set this tripod up in a spot to where y'all can see, but I literally don't have any room or anywhere. I've tried to hang it on the door, tried to hang it on the TV, hang it off this. I've even tried to hang it off myself. Nothing has worked. And so I'm sorry guys that I can't really show y'all me filming breaking it down, but I do want to get some stuff done. And so I'll catch back up to you here in a few minutes. Alright, so injectors were held on, or injectors and fuel were held on by 8mm bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bolts holding this on. On the fuel rails or the injectors, you got this little clip. What you gotta do is you gotta pop it off like so. You pull it out, and then there's a little tab behind here that raises this up, but I had to use a little screwdriver just for an extra little prying, and it come on out of there. So also this slides on right here. So 2 blue wires, just for my reference, knock sensors. So cool. Alright guys, so after about 30 minutes, I got all the accessories off. Got the intake off, of course the fuel rail, all that. I got the exhaust manifold off this side. Let's see, right here, that exhaust stud broke off, and that one was already broke off, which it's okay. I expected something to happen. Just kind of motivates me to get some 243 heads. These are 862, but it's whatever, man. But that's it, and that's where I'm coming along now. Also, just for a note to self, got that, but on the passenger side wiring harness, there's a ground right here. So I had to just remind myself that that's where that goes. That's coming along pretty easy, man. When I decided I was going to do the LS swap, I looked in to watch people building it, man. It looked so easy, so I'm just going to keep rolling with it. So that's the inside of it. That's the first look of it inside. Normal wear and tear. It's like 120 or 170,000 miles. I don't really remember, but everything seems good, man. Alright, so now I'm fixing to have all the wiring harness off on the driver's side, right next to the terminal. There's another ground. You have that ground strap right there, and another one on the harness back here on that bolt right there. So I'm fixing to finish taking this harness off. I need to take that off and then pop this off, and that should be my entire harness. So, and when I start to go back with it, I will figure out what I can delete, what I need to keep, so on and so forth. So that should be about it though, fellas. Alright, I got one head off. It's pretty exciting, man. I really need more room. Like, got the wiring harness off. I just got stuff literally just everywhere because there's no room to work. My battery died, so I've been using a freaking wrench for everything, or a ratchet, and I'm gonna try to take this other head off. But that's about it, man. I'm excited. I've made a lot of progress today. I wish, man, I've been thinking about it the whole time. I wish I could have had y'all like watching, because it's no fun whenever I just, you know, cut out and then come back like, oh yeah, head's off. You know, I wanted to show you guys, but I'm sorry. I'll work on it. But love y'all, man. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I got it down to the block. I'll charge that and see if it can take that bolt out. That was the ultimate test when I bought this. It's like, can I get it out? Should be fun. I'll get some heat put on it. But let's see. This has a little better light. It doesn't look too bad at all. Still got to get the lifters out, but alright guys, again I just want to say thank you so much for just following along with me. I'm super stoked that y'all would even take time out y'all's day to watch, man. I want to try to keep things interesting for you guys. Hey, what's up? So today I'm going to be working on a 97 Ford Explorer with the 5.0. One of my coworkers said, hey, my water pump went out. Said it locked up and tore the belt off, everything. And so I'm going to get in there and look at it. But I actually have my tripod, and I brought my GoPro. So this time I'll actually be able to film and show you guys what I'm going to do. I forgot my 36mm wrench for the clutch fan. That sucks. I'm going to try to work it out. Let's see. Started on it yesterday, but I forgot my 36mm at the shop, so couldn't do anything. I tried crescent wrenches. They weren't big enough that I had. But I'll show y'all kind of what I did at first and what I'm gonna do now. So all right, so yesterday I took that off. On the passenger side there is a little cover. It's held on by two 10mm bolts, one on each side, and then your petcock is down there. Open the cap to let it drain. Obviously took this hose off, took the tin out of here, the other tin on the other side. I took this line loose, this line loose. I left that one right there. I got one more to take off down there, but I brought my 36 today, so I'm getting that off, clear up some room. And like I tried to even start taking off bolts, but without taking the fan clutch off, there was no hope. So that's it. I forgot to mention to you guys, I took this off, this pulley, to get more room, 15mm. And then I also, on the other side, I took this off. It's two tins. It sits just like this down there above that pulley. And you can take the crankshaft position sensor out to kind of give you some room for the wiring harness that's kind of in the way. But what I did is I just tucked it on top of the water pump to make sure that it doesn't get in the way when I go to put it back. I'm going to clean the surface a little more. So, all right, so I got the water pump out. There was 9 bolts. That one, and I believe it was probably this one, were super stubborn. They were on the two sides. Here's the old water pump. This goes to the driver's side, and it'll about sit like this in the engine bay. That bolt there, I used a ratchet wrench, and that bolt there was a little tricky, but I got it. Here's the new water pump. They're the same. Also, while I was here, I worked on this car a lot. He said that it would overheat in traffic, and I was like, oh, it's probably the fans. Checked the fuse box. I checked all the relays. I swapped them with the AC compressor. I took all the relays out, and I'd plug I'd plug a relay into the AC compressor. The clutch would kick on. I'd take it out, put it in like one of the fan locations. Nothing. Try another one. It would kick the compressor on. Tried it. Nothing. Long story short, it's not the relays. It's going to be the fans. So I've worked on this one a lot. I've done the radiator. I've done a few things on it, so I didn't do that. Oh man, yeah, when I got it the first time I worked on it, it'd been sitting up for a while, and I don't even know how those are still there, but they are, and it was covered in rat turds. So right now I'm waiting for a gasket maker. So what I'm going to do is, here is the new gasket, but I'm going to put a high temp silicone all the way around, and I'll go back together with it. Also, the belt was off. Check this out. The belt was ripped off, so let's see. There it is. And so it tore the belt up. Matter of fact, there's a piece of it. So I'm going to replace it and let her eat.